Well, boys. Different background. Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well today. I apologise. This one might be a little bit like echoey and tinny in the background because in this room right now, there is nothing. It is me, myself, and I. I don't know how well I can kind of show this off. So I've just got my desk in front of me. It is me, and then there is nothing else in the rest of the room. This is just the office at this point. So what I need to do is either try and buy some of them foam things that you put on the wall to stop the echoey stuff, or try and see if there's any way that I can work in DaVinci Resolve to try and do it, or alternatively I just need to fill the room with more furniture. But right now we are in. It's so I'm recording this on Sunday. I started moving all my stuff over on Friday, and then I spent the last 2 days with the girlfriend kind of going through things, putting all stuff in the relevant rooms, moving stuff back to her place as well. And it's been tiring / stressful, but then also exciting as well. And if anybody knows me, you know that I'm very particular when it comes to spending money. We've got, I don't know if this applies to anywhere outside the UK, but we have what is called a smart meter for your like gas and electricity usage. And I've been staring at that thing all day, every day, just looking at how much we're using per hour. And it's like, oh, if you turn a light on, it's an extra penny, or let's just say cent per hour. And it's one of the things that you don't really think about when you're living off your parents. You can just spend as well, you can use as much of their raw resources as you like. I'm going to be a little bit sketchy today. I'm not going to lie, because this is my first time on the game in maybe 4 days now. But we'll see how it goes. So the track that I'm on is actually unreleased at the moment. This is round 3 of the UK Arena Cross series. This is the most recent one that I have made so far. It is all finished now. It's been ready to go. I've had it sitting on my PC for a while, and I just went through the process of making a new MXB mods account, because after all the hacking went on and like my mods details got leaked, I went and deleted everything, like deleted all the accounts. So my previous tracks are still on mods, but they're not tied to anyone's account in particular. So now what's happened is I've made a new account. The 2-day, I guess, like probation period is expired, if that's the right word for it. So now I can go about uploading tracks again. So you should hopefully see this on MXB Mods in the next day or two. I just need to get around to doing it. So tomorrow in the UK is a bank holiday. So the Monday, the 6th of May is a bank holiday. So everybody's off work again. So I'll still be spending the rest of the day going back and forth between this place now and my girlfriend's like old place to go and get the rest of her possessions. Bear in mind, I've got a tiny little car. My car is a Ford Fiesta. So you can't really fit too much in it at the same time, unfortunately. So it requires a few trips. But it's been a fun experience. The sense of independence is a bit weird. And we done our full first like proper shop today, where we got all the different like kitchen appliances and all the stuff for the bathroom. And in a weird way, it's like, when do you actually get to the point where you start feeling like an adult? Does that ever happen? Or do you just feel like you're just winging it the entirety of your life? I have no idea. But what I want to talk about today is this should almost be like new beginnings in a way. So my plan was, once I was out, and obviously now I can like stream at very late times if I need to, etc. And my routine should be a lot more consistent because it doesn't revolve around other people anymore. Like when I was still living at home with the family, a lot of the routine would be revolving around when all of us could, like, say, have dinner at the same time. So if one of us didn't get home until late, then that affected everybody's, which would then affect my stream time and so on and so forth. But now I can kind of make my own rules, if that makes sense. So I want to get a stream schedule going, and in my head, at least right now, I feel like Monday, Wednesday, Friday during the week. So that would cover any like GP races on Mondays. It would cover any Supercross races on Fridays. If there aren't races on them days, then we can just do something else randomly. And then one on Wednesday as well, just like a midweek fun stream. And then one day on the weekend as well. So then I won't be in the doghouse because I'll still be spending a couple nights a week with the girlfriend. But I also won't be leaving you guys up to your own devices each and every week as well. And it should be some good fun. And during the day, I feel like my sleep schedule will be a lot better now, because obviously I'm sharing a bed with somebody. I'm not just going to bed and waking up whenever I want all the time. I'll probably be waking up around the same time as her when she gets ready for work in the morning. So I'll be up and at and ready to go. I'll probably do a video, head off to the gym during the day, maybe load up Twitch and stream some other things on Twitch during the day as well, whether it's Call of Duty or I don't really play much else other than Call of Duty and MX Bikes at the moment, I'll be completely honest. So yeah, maybe I'll do some more COD on Twitch, stream some ranked with my boy Charles. Fun fact, which I don't think anybody really knows right now, but he is also in the process of moving too. I think today is his moving day, so I should actually slide in his WhatsApp messages and ask him how it's all been going. But let's take a little turn right now and have a little bit of a discussion about something outside of real life. Denver was a good race, wasn't it? I enjoyed Denver. Now, spoilers, sorry, if you haven't watched the Denver Supercross race yet, we're talking in real life, we're not talking in game right now, then feel free to pause and go and watch it and come back, etc. But I watched it today, I was a day late, and oh god, Charlie messaged me at 3:30 in the morning saying it's coming. I responded saying I'm coming. I had no idea what he was talking about at first until I watched it back and then saw old Hunter getting a whole shot. And I thought it was going to happen. I thought he did, and then, you know, Jet turned on the jets as he usually does. And I think it's safe to say at this point, unless something very, very drastic happens at the final round, I'm pretty sure he's got it in the bag, which I'm obviously happy with. I'm a big Jet fan. No hiding that. I'm a big old Jet glazer, and Charlie's a Hunter fan as well. So that whole that 1-2 finish is best of both worlds for both of us. If Hunter got a W, that would have been quite cool as well, to make it 7 winners throughout the year as well. And then also to set history with 2 brothers winning the 450 class in the same year too. That'd be really, really cool. But I mean, there's one more round. Hunter's definitely come into his own over the last couple of weeks, just getting better and better. And I was giving Charlie some grief at the start of the year. You know, I was like, oh, inferior brother, he'll never get a win. He's going to be in Jet's shadow all the time. And, you know, he's getting faster and faster. And, you know, if Jet didn't get as good a start as he did in that Denver main event, then Hunter probably could have just run away with that, because they was doing their own thing out in front. I feel like Anderson kept them kind of honest for the most part, but he started fading off a little bit towards the end there. Whilst I'm not the biggest Cooper Webb fan in the world, most of it's just from like I think he's slightly arrogant sometimes and very like cocky in others, and the way he tries getting in people's heads, I don't think it particularly works, and it just comes off weird to me. That's personal opinion. I know that a bunch of people absolutely love the guy, and I'm not telling you what to do or what to think. I'm just stating my own opinion. Whilst I'm not the biggest fan in the world, I hate to see him losing it in the way he is with the old the hand injury, wrist injury, whichever one it is. So that does kind of suck. I would have liked to see it be more of a, I don't know if fair is the right word, but, you know, just more of a straight up battle with no ailments or hindrances to each rider. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Jet's got it done. Very, very happy to see old Sushi getting his first dubski. Kitchen came very, very close towards the end of that. And I am rooting for Kitchen going into the final round. I really want him to get it done. I felt so bad for him when McAdoo came across him and accidentally took them both out. Really, really sucks, because like, he's been dominating that coast, no doubt about it. And whilst RJ, I guess, is kind of due one after so long, I don't know if he's due it in this manner, if that makes sense. I feel like whilst he's ridden well and he's put in solid positions throughout the year, he's still made like so many mistakes from trying to push a bit too hard or just trying to go too fast, and I feel like Levi does deserve it. If he gets robbed of it from, I guess, McAdoo's mistake, I saw people saying that it was a racing incident and they both kind of went across into each other. From my perspective, I think that's just McAdoo messing up and going across into Levi, and he can't do anything about it. But I hope he gets it. I really, really do. So for the championship winners for me this year, I'd love to see Jet in 450s. I'd love to see Kitchen in 250s. And then what do I want in the other coast? It's got to be Viao. It's got to be Viao. Yeah, I'd love Viao to win as well. That would be my ideal three finishers. I'd be a very, very happy man. Let me know, who do you want to win overall down below? Do you see there being anything spicy happening going into the last round? Of course, it's another shootout round, so there's lots more to play for, lots more positions up for grabs. It's not just a case of, oh, Kitchen will win and Hampshire will get second, for example. There's a whole bunch of different riders on the other coast that can kind of come in between them and mix things up. And I think a lot of it will just depend on who really gets out the start gate quick enough. That's been the major thing this year, is just whoever can get out the gate. A lot of the tracks, I don't know if it's just me not been paying attention enough, but I feel like they've actually been super difficult to pass on, especially recent ones. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of passing that went on at Denver, unless you Chase Sexton, who was just making a ridiculous amount of passes. But even the round before that, was it Nashville before Denver? That was Philly before Denver. Yeah, Philly looked very, very difficult to pass on, and yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on with the track designs this year, especially having 3 tracks that are almost identical to each other. That's very, very strange in my opinion, but oh well, maybe next year will get better. And I'm kind of over Supercross at this point. I just want it to be done so we can then go on the outdoors grind. Of course, in game outdoors is going to be very, very spicy this year, with a combination of Stony, JV and Helm Machine all working together to bring us all of the outdoors tracks. What I'm most excited by is getting a really, really high quality version of tracks like Redbud or Millville, Southwick, just those sorts of tracks. I think the game really deserves it. And that's not saying that tracks we've had in the past is low quality by any means, but every year that this game grows, it just gets better and better and better from a track designing perspective too. So I'm really excited for it, and I know a bunch of you guys much prefer your outdoors than your Supercross. Supercross is definitely an acquired taste. I definitely feel like I have more chance of winning races in Supercross races. For whatever reason, in outdoors, I do tend to struggle quite a lot. I need to do a bit of testing. I won't lie to you. The Husky, for me, does not feel great outdoors. In terms of the actual steering settings, it feels fine. But the suspension outdoors, I am struggling to find something that feels really, really nice for me. So I might try some other bikes out. A lot of people have been suggesting that I try the Yamaha. I tried the Yamaha in that one MXGP race in Portugal at Agueda. Never get the pronunciation right, and it felt okay. It felt like very, very capable. The KTM for me as well outdoors just feels too stiff and too twitchy, and not the biggest fan. I know that it's probably the fastest bike by a long shot, and I don't think we're going to be getting any more OEM updates prior to the outdoors season starting. So I mean, I guess it's time just to get in the dojo, do some grinding, work out what bike does well for me, which bikes don't, and just see how it goes. I mean, I'm open to trying some suspension settings. Apparently, so where I signed for AJP recently, part of the AJP FXR crew, apparently they have Austin Crank's suspension, I guess, company, brand, team. Can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, which sounds really, really bad. So I guess I'm technically sponsored by them now as well, working for them. So if we ever have any bikes that we need to try and get setups for, then he works on that and sends them over to us privately. So that's good. At least I know at any given time if there's a certain bike that I want to use. Maybe I lose my head one day. Maybe I'll go, you know what? I'm going to ride the KX450 and see how she goes. Then I'm sure they can work on that and send something over that at least is better than what I would try and use myself. Because, yeah, I've said it many, many times. I'm not a suspension guy. I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to it. I'm just very, very fortunate enough that in this Supercross season that I found something in the pre-season testing that worked, and I've just run it ever since. And it's done me all right. What have we had this year? I think we had three wins in total, I believe. And then going into the last round, I think I'm battling for P3 in the championship. I believe myself and Hakon are very, very close. Tyler has already won in P1. I believe Jake is in a comfy P2. And it might even be Cam in the mix as well, like myself, Hakon and Cam. I'll see. We'll see the points before Friday's race. But yeah, we are, I guess, back to business as normal now, but with a new rejuvenated look of things. I did want to ride the Denver aerial track in today's video. Unfortunately, I'm guessing it's because my IP address has changed now. The shop kind of flagged it as like an error when I was trying to log in, talking about two-factor authentication and such like that, and I didn't get any like email or anything like that to say, hey, is this you, etc. So I need to log a support ticket there and see what was going on. But then, yeah, hopefully I get to play Denver at some point. I mean, if it's exactly the same as basically Indy with an extra corner chucked in there, then I should enjoy it, because, you know, Indy and Nashville were my two Husky wins, I believe. And then it was one of the Texas rounds. I think it might have been Arlington was the one that I got on the Suzuki at the start of the year. That's, yeah, 3 this year, but worst place in the points compared to 1 last year and getting 2nd in the points. But that is also the difference between missing 1 round. Probably, did I miss any? I don't know if I missed any last year. Between missing no rounds and missing 3 rounds. I think I missed 3 rounds in total this year. Life gets in the way sometimes, but no, now I'm out. Now I'm in my own place. We should be firing on all cylinders, and hopefully you boys get to join me along in this new journey, in this new lease of life, and I'm just very, very excited to see how it goes. You'll probably get a few guest appearances from the missus every now and then. She'll probably pop her head in and say hello on the streams, which would be quite cool. Maybe she can even join me in some of the long, like, 24-hour donator-thons, which we do need to do at some point. We need to do one very, very soon, because it's been, I think, over a month at this point, and yeah, rent's quite expensive, so I kind of need to work more. But thank you very much for watching, boys. Hope you haven't missed me too much in my 1 day off. But we are back. We're back again, and give me some suggestions for the backdrop, by the way, and even if you have some like echo cancellation ideas that I can use, because I had no idea it would be this echoey until I literally sat down to start recording. So again, I apologise if the audio's worse than usual. Hopefully I can get that fixed in the very near future. But thank you very much for watching. As always, I hope you've enjoyed. Please do drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. It's very much appreciated. Have a lovely rest of the day, wherever you're up to, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.
I'm sacrificing my life, I'm sacrificing my mind, I'm sacrificing my sanity, but most importantly, I'm sacrificing my time. Boy, I feel fine, I feel like I am a king. Honestly, I can't complain. Even with faith that's the size of a grain of some salt, I will still move a mountain and do what I want.